Hey YouTube, welcome back to the channel. This is Chap. This will be my 5th video, I believe, in the how-to segment. I'm going to run through this pretty quick. This is my response email to the big Rhino, Jason Wentworth. What I did was I fact-checked, it's kind of hard to say, fact-checked each paragraph in my response letter to him. I'm just going to read right through it real quick and show you how I did it. I wrote, "Dear Jason," or whomever opens his email, "I am writing to you in response to your last letter as fact checker. Boy, we have some issues. Let's start with the first paragraph, shall we?" And then this, whatever I put in parentheses, is his paragraph. And I basically just highlighted it, right click, copied it, brought it down here, pasted it. And then my rebuttal is underneath. He wrote, "Thank you for reaching out to the office speaker of Jason Wentworth regarding your concerns about the integrity of Michigan elections. As you know, safe elections are a cornerstone of our democracy, and it is essential that all Michiganders trust elections. First of all, we are not a democracy, we are a republic. The fact that you are not calling our great nation a republic leads to a lot of what I have learned about you. Yes, it is essential that all Michiganders trust every election. My question is, why are you doing so little to ensure our trust?" And his next paragraph says, Our office has been listening to voters in the 97th District and across Michigan that share your same concerns. Speaker Wentworth will continue working hard to ensure our elections are secure." And then I wrote, "This issue has gone beyond just listening to us. Now is the time for action. You say you will continue to work hard to secure our elections. You might want to step up your performance quite a bit. I bet you won't sign an affidavit under penalty of perjury and say the same thing." And he says, "Over 250 audits were performed in accordance with the state law of Michigan Constitution. The results of the election were formally confirmed by these audits, which included hand counts from selected precincts throughout the state." I wrote, "This was fact-checked and determined to be false. Not one full forensic audit has been done in the whole state of Michigan. Hand counting a select number of ballots in selected precincts across the state will not cut it, Jason. Again, we the people demand a full forensic audit. Start with Wayne County. Antrim County has already proven maladministration took place. In case you don't know or refuse to educate yourself," I'll take this word out. "A full forensic audit is of all the machines, tabulators, and routers. It also consists of kinematic scanning of all paper ballots. All tapes and receipts need to be scrutinized as well. See Maricopa County, Nevada. I'll include a link for you to scope it out. They have 12 live streaming cameras 24/7 plus armed guards in the facility. 100% transparency. This is the audit we want you to push for and nothing shy of it." And then I sent a link to ArizonaAudit.com so he can check it out, all the cameras. "The House has approved several reform measures this year to ensure our election run fairly. These include to remove dead people from our voter rolls, require verification of a person's birth date when their birth date is unknown before voting." That's a mouthful. I wonder why he worded it like that. "And to provide more training for everyone involved in the election process." I wrote, Jason. If this is your idea of several, then I'd hate to see what a couple looks like. Plans to remove the dead says to me you haven't even started the process yet. What's the holdup? Verification if the birth date is unknown? How about don't worry if the birth date is unknown and just make it mandatory that every voter brings their ID? Not sure if you follow baseball, but you're batting 0-2 with these several reforms. Honestly, just focus on the audits first. Worry about reforming it later after the proper people who are voted in are in position and poised to take action. Then he wrote, in the latest challenge, originating in Antrim County, a circuit judge ruled that a post-election audit ahead hand count showed the results largely consistent with the canvass totals entered by the state, and the plaintiff's request for an audit was satisfied by the hand recount. I wrote, Jason, if you think that the case in Antrim is over, then you obviously are detached more than you appear to be. Bill Bailey and Matt DiPerno are far from being done with Bill's case. Perhaps if you spent more time encouraging House members and legislators to help in his case, instead of telling them that if they talk to Matt DiPerno, they will lose their funding for future elections and be removed from their committees. Seems to me like you are hindering the process instead of helping it. Matt Maddock is the only one who is involved, or at the very least has a correspondence with Matt D. See attached. And then at the attached, I wrote, down in the attachment is Matt DiPerno on Gateway Pundit talking about how he won't, how the legislators are being told not to help talk to Matt. If they do, they'll have their funding restricted and everything. So that's why I put they will lose their funding for future elections and be removed from their committees. And then he says, Michigan families deserve safe elections, and Speaker Wentworth remains committed to supporting bold, common-sense reforms to do just that. I wrote, Michigan families do deserve fair and safe elections. However, my responses in this email should be a clear sign to you that your bold, common-sense reforms just aren't up to par. And he wrote, thank you again for contacting the office of Jason Wentworth to share your perspective, blah, 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 this. And then I wrote, it was my pleasure. I hope you read this email more than once. If you are not Jason Wentworth, then please forward this to his actual email. I look forward to hearing from you. Be safe and God bless. A Patriot Who Votes, David and Chapman, Big Chap. Alright, sounds good to me. I'm going to send it out. I think that's it. Thanks for kicking it with me. Peace.